I've got no issues whatsoever with I lied. I got one issue, but I'll talk about that later.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Derek Strickland, and
Nikki Witherspoon.
And you're watching.
Look at this mess.
So we're going to do a review of the Super Bowl halftime show with Jlo and Shakira, guys. This was crazy.
Wait. Before we get any further, hold on.
Right.
Guys, do us a favor. Down in there, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you get notifications anytime we shoot out a new video. And hey, come on, let's get back into it.
Guess what, guys? It's a lot of people hanging out at the water cooler today, right?
Ooh.
Talking about this Super Bowl halftime show. You know, a lot of people from the people from like the real conservative type people saying that this was just a mockery.
Dude.
Go ahead, Nikki. Talk to me. What you think?
I feel
What do you think? First of all, how did you like it?
I loved it. I thought they did an excellent job, dude. Putting on that type of production, in that short amount of time, that number of people in a live venue like that. It's not like they're behind a stage. You know what I'm saying? They're in the middle of a football field, of a sold out football field, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're having to do this in front of everybody. There's no time for mistakes. And it's a live show. There are no mistakes. So I've been behind the scenes on productions, maybe not as big as this one, but like I've been on the scene, the parade, where they've got thousands and thousands of people coming through and it's live TV. That's not easy. And then for the performer, I don't care how big you are. Most performers don't do a spectacle like what the Super Bowl is. The Super Bowl is a worldwide spectacle. It's like performing at like the Olympics. Like everybody sees it. You know that you're getting ready to be the subject of conversation probably for weeks after this, both negative and positive. So you have to be not only a strong performer, but you got to be strong up here to deal with the crap that's coming the second you get off that stage. So with all of that, I think they did an amazing job. I've got no issues whatsoever with what I lied. I got one issue, but I'll talk about that later.
All right, so let's break down the elephant in the room, the dress, right? You probably hear people talking about, man, the skirts were yay high, you know, they too much skin revealing. This is what I'm thinking. This is the Super Bowl. What did you really expect? Did you expect people to come out in fully dresses?
That's what I'm
dancing.
Man, come on, right?
Did you expect them to do the waltz, the two-step? You know,
even if it was a country star up there, if there was a country star up there, you think that country star would be wearing a head-to-toe dark blue jean outfit? No, they would have on something sparkly. It's meant to be seen. No one there was naked. Everybody was clothed. Matter of fact, I think they had on more clothes than I've seen other performers in the past. Like Jlo had a bodysuit on. Yeah, it's flesh colored, but so what? That's so that she could put more sparkles all over the place. Those cheerleaders had on less clothing than the performers. Them cheerleaders, you see all kind of asses and boobies and all kind of stuff. And those chicks bend over, they jump, their legs are all in the air, their boobs are flopping everywhere. You can literally see everything. There's nothing hidden there. I don't understand what the big deal is, because nobody has an issue with that. No one's whining having the cheerleaders to go back to the 20s, 30s, 40s with the long skirts. Like, it makes no sense. People just look.
So it's like this. It's like this. So it's cool if you were offended by that, but you know, as far as it not being a family safe show. So only thing I would say is the next time you at a sporting event and the cheerleaders come out, cover your children's eyes for that. When you get ready to go to the beach and people are out there in two pieces, cover their eyes for that too.
Hell, even the one pieces.
One pieces. Cover their eyes for that, since you're so offended.
If you go to the mall, dude, I've seen more ass at the mall than anything.
Go to Walmart right about now. Go to Walmart right about now and cover their eyes, because you never know what you're gonna see. All right.
Well, okay, and then what about the Barbie dolls? Like, what about the kids that have Barbie dolls? They have to change their clothes every now and then. Are you going to have the kids take the dolls to the mother and have the mother change the clothes and then bring the doll back to the kid. Like, come on, man. Like, say, so, where do you draw the line?
I think that it was appropriate for the setting. All right, for the setting. I think especially a lot of people from the church. When I say we, I mean we. We are easily offended when it comes down to stuff like that, and we automatically think church attire. Well, they're not at church. This is a whole different situation here. You know, they were dressed for the occasion.
And they're in Miami. That's what people fail to realize. A lot of times when they have these halftime shows, they take into consideration the location.
Right.
Miami is a highly, highly, highly Latino populated community. On top of that, I can't recall another Super Bowl. Now, I mean, guys, hit me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I don't recall a Super Bowl completely featured Latinas or Latinos across the board, period, for the halftime. You may have had one sprinkle in here, one sprinkle in here, doing a little cameo, but I don't ever recall there being an entire halftime, presentation with strictly Latinas or Latinos in, for the headliners. And like I said, now, I may be wrong. I didn't do my research on that,
Bruno Mars is Latino, right?
No, I think he's like Filipino or somewhere around there, But so, I mean, he's got a little bit of a few flavors in there, but no. And he wasn't a headliner. He wasn't a headliner.
So it's like this. If that is the case, this was long overdue.
Dude,
right? It was long overdue.
Dude, you talking about a major percentage of the American population. The African American population has been represented during halftime. The Caucasian, whatever you want to call them, have been represented longer than anybody. I've never seen what we saw this weekend. Ever. Mm-hmm. Ever. And yeah, I mean, I am half Latina, I'm half Mexican, so I did feel a certain kind of way, I don't go as far as saying, oh, I'm so proud, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, they're entertainers. It is what it is. But I like the music. I listen to that type of music in the car already. I like the dancing. The dancing was awesome. I love Shakira. I think Shakira is awesome.
Shakira.
I like Jlo. I like them all. I mean, I respect the artistry. It is what it is. I mean, you could talk smack about any artist that they get to go and be that performer. I don't care who it is. I don't care what genre. People are going to find a way to bitch about something. Don't tear these people down over some nonsense. Like, come on, really?
Man, it's like this. It is what it is. At the end of the day, you can talk all you want. Guess what? J-Lo and Shakira didn't already get paid. They already got the bag.
I don't even know that they got paid for this.
Whatever it is that they're doing.
The one thing that stuck out for me was a lot of times when they have these Super Bowls in these various cities and there's a big artist there, like remember Atlanta, they had some local Atlanta artists come up on and, do some cameos or whatnot. It was weird that you're doing a Latin type show. Where was Mr. 305? Where was Pitbull? I was waiting for my boy to come out. Like, come on.
Man.
Who else reps Miami bigger than freaking Mr. Worldwide? Like, where was my boy Pitbull? That's the only part that I was like, man, where's Pitbull? What's wrong with y'all?
So drop it down in the comment section if you all thought Pitbull should have been a part of this show.
For sure.
Obviously, he was missing.
Ooh, that's because I kept on saying, where is he? He's going to come out. He's going to come out. Nothing. Nothing.
Nah. He was like, nah. But you know one thing I like about shows like this is a lot of times we like to focus on the superstars. But when you look at the background dancers, they hitting every move that the superstar is hitting.
There is a lady, Tracy, what is her name, Lord? I know her first name is Trace. You can find her on Instagram. I'll actually put her Instagram on here. She goes by Super Black Girl. YCDT, I think it's called. It's her dance studio in Miami. And she also has the G Girls.
Y'all look good. Yes, you look good. Oh my God, good. Brown beauties from the hood. Hey.
They went viral multiple times. A couple of her alumni performed last night at the Super Bowl.
You wanna blow that horn? You see him on the end over there. Oh, there she go right there. There she go right there. Come on, Shay. Come on, Bianca.
if you look at her Instagram, she actually had the video, her on the phone with these performers after they got off the field. They were in tears.
Shay, don't cry. Come on. We are so proud of you, Shay. Don't cry with a kid. Oh my God. They both cry. Come on, y'all.
That's a chance of a lifetime. It's awesome to appreciate not just the performer. That performer wouldn't have the performance magnitude that they had if it wasn't for those other people out there making them shine, because it's all part of the visual. So I appreciate the dancers. It's a lot of work. So kudos to all the dancers. If you are a dancer or you know somebody that was a dancer at this Super Bowl or any Super Bowl, shout out to y'all. That's what's up.
Now, let me ask you this. I guess we were going to say this is the polar bear in the room. We talked about the elephant in the room. This is the polar bear in the room. Shakira. She came over to the camera and she started flipping her tongue all willy-nilly and made out this sound. And I was trying to figure out what was going on with this sound in the tongue going.
It wasn't sexual. If you got one of them minds, it could be taken that direction, or if you're not familiar with her music and her style, if you notice, Shakira's performance and Jlo's performances are really completely different. Jlo does more street stuff. Shakira does more cultural stuff. She does a lot of belly dancing. That comes from her background, if you know anything about her. But they're two completely different styles of dance. But I saw what she did with the microphone, and I think it's more along the lines of she's just in the moment, and it kind of goes with her performance, But I can see how that can be.
So, was it cultural then? If you said it was cultural,
I don't necessarily know that this blah 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 was necessarily cultural, but
speaking in tongues.
But she does, if you've heard her music, she does a lot of just, sounds and stuff like that. And she's really expressive with her body. So I'm taking it as just part of the moment, and she's just feeling it. And Shakira dances from head to toe and everything in between. So I don't think she meant anything negative by it or anything sexual by it, because that's just not her MO.
Yes, trying to figure out the show.
Hey, I know.
There was a lot of different symbolisms throughout this show that might have went over a lot of people's heads. You seen the little children look like they were in these cages and whatnot, and we already know what's been going on with immigration and all that type of stuff in the United States. And it was just a lot of stuff that if you might have to go back and look at it 2 or 3 times to catch everything. Because
I didn't catch the kids I saw them, but it didn't resonate that, oh snap, they talking about, the kids at the border and stuff like that. I didn't, because I was too caught up in looking at everything else on the screen, that didn't hit me. But I mean, a political statement, that's honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I mean, I get it. People use platforms to make political statements and this and that and this and that. I understand. I really do. But I mean, at what point, and just throwing this question out there, at what point do we draw the line? When is it appropriate to make a political statement, and when is it not appropriate to make a political statement? I don't know. I mean, got another question for the comment section. When is it appropriate and not appropriate to make a political statement if you're at a public event that's going to be broadcasted worldwide? I don't know.
I mean, even some of the commercials were political.
Oh, tons!
Some commercials that came on about police brutality.
Tons of them.
Yeah.
Tons of them. But I mean, when else are you going to have this many eyes at one, one sitting? I really wasn't paying attention to the game, to be honest with you. People tend to come for the food and the commercials.
Out of all of the halftime shows you ever seen, where does this one rank?
I think it ranks up there pretty good. I was content with the entire thing. I'm not going to say it was number 1 now. The Michael Jackson was cool.
Come on now.
Come on. Hello. I'm not crazy. Yeah.
Prince,
oh, dude. Please.
With the electric guitar in the rain.
Come on. I'm not mad at Prince. I'm not mad at Michael Jackson. I'm not sure which one I would put. I don't
Beyonce?
know.
Was it better than Beyonce?
I like Beyonce, but
come on, man. She was here with it. Beyonce was here with it.
Yeah, but Okay.
She was here with it.
She was here with it, but I'm half black, half Mexican, so I got them both up.
So can you go like this?
Right? I would put them. This? I was content with both of them. I'd say that they were both different. If comparing Beyonce and Shakira, J-Lo, I would say they were both different, but the same. And the reason I say that is because they both accurately took care of their culture or their demographic or whatever you want to call it, right? They accurately put them out there and put on a great show. They hit the proper political statement that affected both areas tastefully, you know. Now Beyonce got more flack about, you know, the Black Panther and blah blah blah, and you know J-Lo is getting flack about this flag. Now, dude, don't get me started on this dang flag, okay? I've seen some of the most ignorant ass comments about this flag, okay? So yeah, she had an American flag and a Puerto Rican flag. Wasn't a Cuban flag, it was a Puerto Rican flag, okay? Puerto Rico, last time I checked, is part of the United States. Yeah, last time I checked, you don't need a passport to go to Puerto Rico. So what was the difference with her flashing a Puerto Rican flag? If I ever had the opportunity, you think I wouldn't be taking my Texas flag up on stage somewhere and waving it proud? Are you kidding me? So why were they jumping on her about a Puerto Rican flag? Because ignorance. That's all it is. It's ignorance. They're not looked at. They're looking at Puerto Ricans as if they're these people that aren't Americans. Puerto Ricans are Americans, you know. Like it's ignorance. It's just stupid. People
this
just
lady
stupid.
Just say she was gonna take a Texas
flag did.
On stage.
Wow. I'll wave that Lone Star flag all in your face. Will.
You know what? I think a lot of Texans would be like really good with like separating from the country.
Yeah.
But that's for another show.
Don't get me started.
So guys, let us know what you thought of this Super Bowl show. Let us know if you were one of the ones that were offended. And then tell us why you were offended. If you're one of the ones that were like, yo, you know, it was good with you, let us know down in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, whether you didn't like it or liked it, but like this video and subscribe to this channel. Ring the bell so you get notified each and every time we dropping these bangers every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And anytime there is something crazy going on, you will see us right here discussing it. Nikki, any last words?
Don't be shy in the comments. We can handle it. If you don't agree with us, that's completely fine.
Just know your boy coming back.
We just respect all opinions. We understand that we're all different and we all see things differently and have different opinions. And it's not a problem. There's nothing wrong with healthy debate. Ain't nobody getting personal about it, but you know, we can have conversations. And that's all this is a conversation. That's what our channel is for, is to bring up topics that maybe other people will sugarcoat.
Mm-hmm. And besides, help us reach 1,000 subscribers in the next 30 days. This is our goal, and we need your help. I'm Derek Strickland.
I think I'm Nikki Witherspoon.
And we'll see you guys on the next video.